All right. Don't know what that means. Are we ready to watch the world record and commentate over it and listen and then talk about it and then talk about how cool our lives are and stuff? Yeah. All right, guys. Before we start the video, I would like to first address a little quick, not issue, but questions that are inevitable. First of all, first and foremost, cheese. I thought you got a 138.51. Why is this the new world record? Okay, for those who don't know, which I'm sure are like 0.01% of the people that are here, because everyone knows this, the 138.51 on speedrun.com was unverified. It's an unverified world record because the capture card froze for about 20 to 25 seconds during JRB in the 138.51. Which means that the world record had to be unverified because of it was against the rules of verification on speedrun.com. What is verification on speedrun.com for? Mostly for moderation purposes, and for purposes that I'm actually unaware of. It's a little bit annoying for me because I always constantly got questions, and this huge meme arose with the unverified meme. So I thought, okay, when I went to Break the Record Live, the rules from Break the Record Live through ESA were that, or was that the official world record on speedrun.com, the verified world record, was 139.05 by Puncation. So that was the world record that they were basing the Break the Record off of, which meant that the world record that had to be beaten to be able to get the extra $5,000 prize was 139.05, which was the verified world record on speedrun.com. Which means that because I beat 139.05 with the 138.54 live at the event, it meant that I achieved the world record, the new verified world record. So I got the extra prize pool, the prize money, and a new verified world record is official on speedrun.com. So I thought the only smart thing to do is to remove the 138.51 unverified world record on speedrun.com. So now the new official verified world record is 138.54, which has been achieved live at Break the Record. Yeah, what Pity said. So hopefully that ruins the verified meme forever. But I thought, you know what? I think the meme is just going to change now. The meme is not, it's never over. The meme is just going to change from everyone asking the question, why is the world record unverified, to, well, what was it? I thought about it. I thought about it at Break the Record, and everyone thought it was so funny because it was so true. Like the question was going to change from why was the world record unverified to, I can't remember what it was. But just know that hopefully the meme doesn't change and hopefully it's ruined now, okay? Long story short. Oh, like, why was the old record unverified and why is the old record not there anymore or some shit? Either way, if anyone wants to know, like everyone wonders, okay, what's going to happen with the 138.51? The 138.51 is still on my YouTube channel. You could still find it on my YouTube. It's still on my YouTube. It's still there. So it's still watchable. But the new verified world record is this time. Plus, it's way cooler because I got it live in an event. How was that not cool? Okay. So, with that said, let's watch this new world record done live. Holy shit. I'm going to be uploading this. Lou, thank you for the reset, babe.
Why is the WR a slower time now?
Welcome back to the fridge, babe. I'm not paying attention to that question. I'm going to be uploading this following video to YouTube. Me reacting to and talking about the new world record and watching it live on stream. So let's go ahead and start, okay? Listen here, Tago. I don't want to hear your bullshit, okay? Tago, when are you doing runs again? I can't wait to watch. Let's go. Your pace and one other. Yeah, I remember that. Let's start the run. I love how the run started from me raging on JRB. Oh yeah, because this was the 5th run in a row I lost to JRB, and I was getting so mad. And I was like, I can't get runs going. What's going on? And then I got the world record. So let's go ahead and watch. Hope you guys enjoy. Party time. That was me raging because I lost another run in JRB.
It's me, Mario.
And I was just, at this point, I was like, okay.
It's me, Mario.
I was so mad here. Look at me. I was so tired. I remember thinking I was so tired. Because I only had like 3 hours of sleep last night, the night before this, right? I was exhausted. I did not... Why is... I want the bar to move so you can see the timer. Okay. I was so tired here. I was only doing... I promise, I was only doing runs here to pass time so that I could sleep early. Because I was so tired. And I lost my 5th run in a row to JRB. And at this point, I was thinking, dude, fuck this. I cannot play the game today. I just need to play for a few more hours and then I could go to bed. And then we got the run of our lives. Probably like a mid 138, I think, is my goal. 120 start time for now. I was so mad, you can see that on my face. You want to move chat up a bit? Oh, there we go. This is kind of weird. Maybe I can move chat over here, like how I have on my streams. This is fine. Thank you, Crix. Alright, so... what do I say? So, at this event, you guys could hear the video and me fine, right? Hello, YouTube. At this event, of course, you guys probably know by now that everyone was using monitor setups. We were playing on HD setups. We weren't playing on CRT TVs, which was a bit scary at first because everyone that played in that event plays on CRTs. And because we're playing on monitors, there was going to be a little bit of input delay, right? And we're not used to input delay. So we thought that, okay, this might either suck or we might just get used to this like really quickly. Thankfully enough, we actually got used to it very quickly. To a point where I actually want to change my entire setup to the monitor setup. Especially like once I get my prize money in, I'm going to invest in an entire new setup. I think I'm gonna go with the exact same setup that they had at Break the Record, which means that no more CRT, no more composite capture. Based Yahweh.
Congrats on the 138.
Thank you so much, and welcome back to the fridge, babe. Which means that I'm not gonna be using CRT anymore, and no more SD shit capture. I'm gonna be using a full HDMI setup. The quality is gonna be way better on stream. The gameplay is going to be better for me, hopefully, because I really liked playing on the monitor. It's a lot smaller, it's a lot more compact. It's going to be a lot easier, so I can't wait for that.
Here we go.
I could see myself so tired, dude. But I played so good on this run. Yeah, so like... Well, first things first. About Break the Record Live. This event, first and foremost, was legendary. It was game-changing, and it was beautifully, beautifully organized. The funny thing about Break the Record Live was it was planned within a month. Like, I spoke to Edenal and Planks, the 2 guys from ESA, and they said that basically they tried to take advantage of the bounty that was launched, and they thought they had an idea for like a competitive style event. And they thought that it was perfect, so they thought of this event in like mid-December, and they messaged us like 15 days after, like the beginning of January. They messaged all the players and they were like, hello guys, we have this idea, what do you guys think? We want to do this event, we want to call it Break the Record Live. And we were all like, yeah, it sounds great. It sounds like a fun thing to try out. So... The beautiful thing is that they paid for all of our trips, they paid for our flights and a hotel accommodation, and they told us that there's going to be a prize pool of $5,000. plus $5,000 if anyone broke the record. Of course, we all thought, well, that's a joke. We all know it's impossible to beat the world record live at an event. It's never gonna happen. Because it's insane, because we always think, like, breaking a record at a live event, getting used to a monitor, a new chair, a new environment, everything it's so difficult. And it can't happen at a live event. It's not possible. Of course, we were wrong. Oh, I was wrong at least. And then the actual event itself, when we arrived, the room itself was smaller than I thought, but it was beautifully organized. Like I love the idea. At first we were thinking, oh, I don't think we should be playing next to each other, because we might get distracted, right? I think it's better if we all have our own room to play in. I thought that's what it was gonna be like. But when we got there, we saw that everyone was next to each other, everyone had their spot. We thought it was so cool. And when we actually started playing on day one, I loved it. I love the idea of playing next to my best friends, like playing next to Simply and Tago, and that was so cool to me. I thought it was so cool just doing runs next to my friends. It was such a fun experience. I thought that was the best way to have that event laid out. Apart from that, the layouts and the stream itself, like, I'm sure you guys can agree with this, like the layouts of the event were so good. The stats that they had, the splits, the best possible times, the time saves were insanely detailed and really good. I was so impressed by ESA and how they did that. The setups themselves, each of us had our own spot to play on. Each of us had our own we had our own setup and everything. We had notes, like they gave us a notepad to write down what we need to practice, what we messed up and stuff. We all had our personal notes for practicing. It was beautiful. It was like a really professional setup. And it was beautiful. I think this is the future of speedrunning competitions. If anybody would have asked me the perfect layout for competitive speedrunning events, this would be it. This is the perfect event for speedrunning, for competitive speedrunning. This is the future of speedrunning competitions, and I think it's just started. I think this has probably started a new wave of competitive speedrunning. I can't wait until I see more of these. We even had free candy, yeah, dude, and popcorn and ice cream. It was amazing. Yeah, for those who don't know, BTR stands for Beat the Record Live, BTRL, and that's what it was. It was the live event. It was not a person. We had free coffee and everything, yeah. Well, they also had free fruits and stuff too, Pity. But of course, us gamers, we like our candy. I didn't really eat candy, but we had free tea as well. We had black tea, we had English tea, everything. Yeah, I would love to. So I'm already talking with GSA, and we would love to try to have something like this with GSA as well. Basically, it's like a live version of Twitch Rivals. We want to have a live version of Twitch Rivals, same overall idea, and different stuff included. It's a new wave for sure. 2020, boys. Speedrunning 2020. Thank you so much, Ragin. No, so funny enough, playing next to each other was not distracting enough. The only times I got distracted actually was when Simply was just shouting out random funny shit and making me laugh. That was the only time I got distracted. I kept laughing at shit Simply would say. God, I'm laughing even thinking about it. That was the only time I got distracted. But I actually, it's almost like I felt more comfortable at the event. Thank you, Level, for the resub for 6 months. Welcome back, babe. It's almost as if I felt more comfortable playing next to my friends than I felt at home. I felt more excited, more motivated. There was nothing more motivating than playing next to other Mario players and just doing runs. Like, the fact that you can do your own runs at your own time whenever you wanted was the best possible situation. You felt so comfortable, you could do runs whenever you wanted, you could reset whenever you want. That was the ideal situation. Yeah, Tago would probably agree. It was amazing. I felt really good. I felt comfortable. Liam Liam was being Liam. Liam was just very quiet all the time. And he would just be like, he would just be Liam, dude. You know how Liam is. Just straight face all the time. He's on a god run and he would just be quiet. And then he would be on a bad run and he would also just be quiet. And then he would just reset and be like, fuck this. The funniest moments of the event was when you just casually hear somebody on the other side of the room being like, fuck, and then reset. Like, I would just, everyone would just be like, oh my god. I would hear the commentator saying Para's on the god run. Like, Parakutia would always get like 40 LLL times. He would get like the best run going. And then as soon as he gets to like BBH, he would like, you just hear him say like, fuck! And then the commentators would be like, oh, Para falling, factoring, and then he would reset. That was the best part of the whole event. Because deep inside, you were kind of like, oh man, I feel so sorry for them. But at the same time, you're like, thank God, I have another chance. It's just, it's funny. That was the most fun part for sure. People just shouting when they resetted. Same thing with Liam or Punky. Punky was the funniest because Punky's way of raging would be talking about the same mistake over and over again, and everyone would just be like, shut the fuck up, Punky, we get it. So Punky would have like a really good run going. He would make a really dumb mistake and lose like 15 seconds, and he would just constantly talk about it. He'd just be like, Simply, because Simply was playing next to him, and so he'd be like, Simply, did you see what happened to me? And he'd be like, yes, I saw. Dude, I can't believe that happened. It's so stupid. It's been happening to me all day. 5 minutes later, man, I still can't believe that happened. It's so stupid. I lost 15 seconds from that. And Simply would just be like, shut up, Punky. We're trying to speed run. That was fun. Lots and lots of fun. It's really funny because, oh, auto splitter is another great thing. They actually set up auto splitter for everybody, which was probably my favorite thing about the setup, because I did not have to worry about splitting. I didn't have to do anything. You just played the game and everything split by itself, and that was that. Auto splitter setup was beautiful. How does auto splitter work? I don't really know, actually. It just does though. I don't even have it set up, but the fact that they set it up for all of us was so professional of them. I really like that. Like, when I finished GRB now, you would see that it would just auto-split by itself without me doing anything. So, the setup was from left to right. Liam was the first one. He was all the way in the left, right? They had the 3 Americans on the left side, and then all the Europeans, and then Parakusi was the Australian. They had it kind of like how the actual world works, where it was the Americans, which was like the west side, I guess, of the world, which was Liam first, then Punky, and then Simply. It was funny because Punky was saying that he loved his position because he thought it was hilarious sitting next to Liam and Simply, which is true because Liam is like hilarious from just being Liam, and then Simply was hilarious because he just talks shit all the time. So it was Liam, Punky, Simply, then me and Tago was sitting next to each other. Then D Whatever and Parakusia were the last 2. And so I was like right in the middle next to Simply and Tago, which I thought was amazing because Simply was on the left side, just talking shit all the time and making me laugh. And then Tago was on my right side, who was like an equalizer because he would not talk much. Tago would just focus on his runs, so it was really chill to sit next to Tago. I think I annoyed Tago a few times because I would just like burst out laughing sometimes, and Tago would be like looking at me like, shut the fuck up. But that was really fun. Alright, so as you saw, the JRB split just split by itself without me doing anything. It took Para like 23 hours, I think, was his travel time. Alright, so this run was pretty good so far. I got a 14-20 JRB split, which was... 14-20 JRB is pretty much a very average... It's above average, but it's an... According to my average run times, I would think 40-20 is an average JRB time for me. My Dark Will was the only bad beginning. My JRB and Whelms were pretty good overall. What do you wish went better in the run?
I saw it, Lee. You're insane, my friend.
I saw it.
Congratulations.
The Australian accent. Saw it. They pronounce W like R. Whizzed. Thank you for the resub. Welcome back to the Twitch. I appreciate it. I saw it live. Okay, yeah, Paracusia travel a lot for $100, but the thing is, people travel from Australia to do GDQ runs for free, and they don't get any money for it. And they have to pay for their travels, so that does not really matter. Paracusi got all of his travel and hotel paid for, and he made $100. So the point of the event was to experience a competitive speedrunning event. Also, you could have won more money if you played better too. I wish Paracusi finished more runs. I think everybody wished he finished more runs because he obviously has the potential. Did you hear about when chat was going nuts because Cheese was on the God run? Oh yeah. But by the way, I think that was so cool. The layout where they would have one run being like focused on, and then they'll have the rest of the runners on the side. It was so cool. The HDMI setup was called, they used a Retro Tink. It's a little box called Retro Tink. I like to call it the Retro Twink, of course. The Retro Tink is basically what they use for HD captures from N64 and stuff. It's similar to the OSSC that they use for RGB. Which is, I'm gonna buy that setup for the HG setup. Were Liam and Parrot disappointed? I think so. Liam was a little bit annoyed at the end. Like he kind of went off on his own for a while. He didn't stay for the ending, but then he came back after and he was fine. He seemed okay. Parrot was getting wrecked by jet lag. Yeah. To be fair though, like I gave my whole story on not sleeping. I did not sleep at all that weekend. I slept for 3 hours a day and I was dying, and I had a stomach flu and everything because of my anxiety, and I still was able to pull off this run. So sometimes you just have to deal with what you have. Like, I was so tired during this run. You could see it as well. Was anyone jealous when I got the 138? I don't know. But just seeing everybody like standing up watching while I was like doing the ending of the run and actually pulling it off and watching everybody react and go crazy and like look at me like, oh my god, you did it. Like, they're live. It was just, there's no moment greater. This is by far the best moment I've ever experienced in my speedrunning career. It was amazing. Yeah, so that's funny. That's really interesting to think about, right? I was really tired, and I remember a few streams ago I was talking about the idea of autopiloting, and the idea that maybe we don't have to rely so much on actually focusing on a run, but rather just letting our muscle memory take over. And I think that's exactly what happened in this run. I actually let my muscle memory take over, and I did not put a lot of mental energy into this run because I couldn't. I was exhausted. I just let myself autopilot, and I think that's what I need to do more often, because we need to trust, as players that know how to play the game, we need to trust more in our ability to play. Also, yummy juicy bottom booty. We need to trust in our ability more as players, instead of just trying to focus as hard as we can. Otherwise, what's the point of practicing so much, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's how the cookie crumbled. What else can I say so far? Did Twitch kill Sim Cheeks? I don't know, actually. Did it? What's up with the t-shirt you were wearing? What do you mean? What's up with my t-shirt? The t-shirt I was wearing is called Anthony Morato. It's an Italian clothes company that I love. It's my favorite clothes company. It's where I buy all my clothes now. Anthony Morato. Check out Anthony Morato if you want to check some hot clothes. I have like 4 Anthony Morato shirts. Alright, so yeah, this run was not bad so far. I can't remember my BOB time. I think my BOB time was a 23:16 or something, which is not bad at all. Oh yeah! Yeah, okay. So this happened. I forgot this happened on my run. Can you believe that? I failed island hop. No, sky jump, sorry. I failed sky jump on my world record. That loses like 10 seconds. Very, very, very stupid mistake. And I remember thinking to myself when that happened that this is not a good idea. I should probably stop playing. I need to just go upstairs and rest or something. No, I don't want to rewind because I want to keep the run fluent. Because this run is going on YouTube.
Oh my god! Love the cool back camera from the event.
Oh, that is such an annoying mistake. I made so much mistakes in BOB. I actually can't believe that I got such a good BOB time. So, I think getting 68 coins is what probably helped me get a good time in BOB. It helps so much when you get a lot of coins. Oh, so the reason why my summer best was so fucked on the last day, like my summer best was saying 135, was because when Planks tried to manually put in my best times, and he accidentally set my best BOB time for like 1.5 minutes better than it actually was, so I had to change it myself.
Oh god!
And that's why it showed weird. Fizz, thank you for the sub, Fizz. What's up, bub? I appreciate it. Dude, you can see how tired I am. Oh my god. My eyes are all droopy.
Here we go.
Dude, that was just me being tired, Beecher. I know. Like, watching the run now, I realize how much I just look like an idiot. My mouth is just like... the whole time. I can't believe I got this run when I was so tired. It just shows that it doesn't matter if you're tired or not sometimes. Sometimes. I think. I just think the adrenaline, it's the adrenaline of just being at that event with those incentives. It just made me want to play so good. I don't know. What's up, Planks? Planks, we got Planks in here. On to Planks. Planks is one of the main organizers for ESA in general and Break the Record Live. So let's give a shout out to On2 Planks in chat, please, because without him, we would not have had this event. And we would not have had this beautiful world record. How much money was the incentive? For this event, $7,500, considering, or if I got, what's the word I'm looking for when you, assuming I got the sub 139, I would have gotten $5,000 extra, so $7,500, and then $5,000 more for the actual bounty that EasyScape put on. So in reality, $12,500. Which is what I ended up getting from this run. Is the run flawless? No, no run is flawless. I've already made like 7 mistakes in this run. I already made one big mistake. Well, that's the thing. In Mario 64 and 120 star, after playing for so long, you come to realize that like a run is never secured. Like there's no such thing as the world record is guaranteed. Like that's what makes this game so exciting, because there's never a point in this run where you could actually say, oh, I'm getting the world record. It's impossible. Because look, I even failed this. Hate this trick. That was so Monka, dude. Oh my god. Holy shit. That was YOLO. That SSL Reds. I didn't even care either. I was just like, oh, whatever. Screw this. But yeah, so like, literally down to the last Bowser throw, it's possible to lose a minute. Like, you could see from Simply's run. Simply was about to get a 139 during Break the Record Live, and then he missed like 3 of the last Bowser throws. He missed the last Bowser throw, which is the last input of the game, 3 times, and lost like 40 seconds because of it. It's so, there's no point where you could say the world record is guaranteed. So the only thing that's going through my head when I'm on such a good pace run is staying relaxed and remembering how to play the game. Because when you get so nervous, when you're in tippy and world record pace, there are points where you get so nervous that you literally forget how to play the game, and you just freeze. You're like, holy shit, and you can't play anymore, and then that's when you lose the run. So the entire time, like the second half, I'm just trying to keep myself relaxed, and that's basically it. What's up, MK Dasher? Thank you so much, man. Nice to see you. What is Tibby? The end of the game. The last 2 stages, TTC and Rainbow Ride and Sky. The tippy top is what it stands for, which is the top part of the castle. I just couldn't believe it, Odd Me. I thought it was a joke. I started getting nervous around TTM, and that's when I started making mistakes.
That's on the WR, dude. You earned it.
Thank you, B-Don, for the resub for 6 months. Welcome back to the Fedge, bitch. Appreciate it. So, SSL overall was not too bad, except for SSL Reds and 100 coin. But I still got a pretty good time. Actually, the SSL time I got in this run was a lot better than I expected it would be. Yeah, I was about to ask Planks, like, what do you think would have happened if I ended up getting another world record on the last day from that run? Like, what if I got like a 138.40 or something? I can't imagine, like...
Oh my god! Love you, legend.
Cinemotion, thank you for the 6 months. Welcome back to the fridge, babe. No problem, Johnny. I love you, babe. Thank you, Bartimo. I can't wait until I get to THI, and you guys would see the gigantic mistake I made in THI. Lost me so much time. Thank you, Bacon Flippin'. So, from just seeing the SSL time and my HMC 100 time, I could already tell that I made a big mistake in HMC 100. Oh, right. So, interestingly enough, the 139.21 that I was running against on this run, I messed up HMC 100 BLJ, and I lost like 20 seconds. So, you're gonna see me save a lot of time in HMC 100 in this run. And that's when I started like realizing, okay, this run has potential. It's when I passed at HMC 100. I couldn't ogle from afar. What is ogle? Oh, I basically tied my SSL time. Oh shit, I literally tied my SSL time. I didn't even know that. I didn't even care at that point. At this point of the run, I was still like, God, I'm so tired. I just wanna sleep. Stare like a lech. Oh, okay. That's hot, babe. This is when I started saving a bunch of time. I can't wait to upload this video to YouTube and get those inevitable YouTube comments of people saying, God, I wish this guy would just shut the fuck up. I just want to watch the run already. Can somebody mute this guy? What's up, Toss? I love you too, babe. It's inevitable. Oh, I fucked this up too? What? I had no idea that I fucked this up as well. No way. Look at this backup though. I had no idea I even messed that up. Oh, did I? Oh, I can't remember. That was really good RNG though. Oh, right, I remember. The RNG in this HMC 100 was amazing. I remember not being mad at all that I messed it up because I thought the RNG was so good that I was like, okay, you know what? I made that mistake, but it's fine because I had such good RNG. So some of you are probably wondering, why do I raise my controller up like this when I do BLJs? Like that? But for some reason, my mashing is a lot easier when I raise my controller up in the air. And that's why I do that. Yeah, I had no idea. Like, at no point in my head at no point in this run did I think in my head, this is a world record run. Like, how am I supposed to know that? At this point, all I was thinking was, this is just another of the 15 runs I've done in HMC for the past 2 days. Like, whatever. I'm just go along with the flow. Thanks for the 400 tits, SRS. Thank you, babe. Look at this fucking RNG, dude. Did you see my reaction? This RNG is insane. It helped me so much. Look how much time I saved. How did I save so much time? That was 100% because of the RNG. I saved so much time, and all of that was because of the RNG. Oh my god! Re-rush, thank you for the reset, babe. Welcome back to the fridge, bitch. Can you imagine if I did not mess up the movement? I would have golded by like 5 seconds. At least. Will the stream be highlighted? I'm gonna be uploading this to YouTube. Oh, I messed that up too. Jesus. I messed up the clip. That's like 6 more seconds. And I don't even do HMC BLJ. This run sucks, dude. I'm not gonna lie, this run actually kind of sucks so far. Like, I've made so many mistakes. So what I'm trying to say is 136 is free, obviously. This is why you don't reset in the beginning. Yes, exactly. Thanks for the 5 tits, Cobra. Dude, these ads. I need ad blocker, man. Someone teach me. Pretty good. To my summer best, yeah, easily about 50 seconds of time loss. Generally speaking, with like a near perfect run with really good RNG, you're looking at like a mid 35 HMC. A mid 35 HMC is like the near perfect HMC time. So like a low 40 LLL is like the perfect LLL time. With a low 40 LLL, 137 is easily possible. Like, you could still make quite a few mistakes and still get 137 if you get a low 40 LLL. The best LLL time that's ever been achieved so far has been, I think, a 40-30 LLL, which is insane. Which was achieved by Paracusia, of course. Paracusia's the basement god. I just wish he would finish more runs. My best LLL time was a 40-35, which was pretty close. And I didn't even do HMC BLJ in that run, I don't think. LLL. What? You guys are laughing at me saying LLL. But yes, for example, actually, the 139.21 run that I'm running against right now in this video had the best ever upstairs time recorded in a run, which was a 35:17. Because you guys probably remember that the tippy that I had in the 139.21 was by far the best tippy ever. Well, not by far, but it was the best tippy ever in a run. And the upstairs time in general was the best ever upstairs time. It was a 35:17. Let's say that I actually perform the meme and get a 102.40 uptime. Let's just say somebody actually gets a 102.40 uptime. Which is very possible with a run like a low at 40 LLL, for example. With a low 102.40 upstairs time and a 35:17 upstairs, that will result in a 137.57 120 star time. So to be able to achieve a 137 and 120 star, you need to get a sub 103 uptime and a very, very, very low 35 upstairs time that corresponds to that 137. Of course it's possible, but it's just, I don't think we're quite good enough consistency-wise and mentally speaking, we're not good enough to be able to achieve a 137 right now. I just don't think it's possible. Ghostwood, thank you for the 5 billion LLL. LLL. Why is that so funny? LLL. What do you mean mentally? That's the thing. Well, I could spend like hours talking about this, but basically, like, for example, the top 7 players that went to this event, we are so good at this game to a point where we don't need to think about how we're playing the game anymore. We know how to do every single thing in this game by heart. It's all about, yeah, emotion control is one of the factors. It's all about how we mentally approach runs. Because when we have a bad mentality, we end up resetting a lot. We don't care about the runs, and that hurts. For example, I could have easily messed up HMC 100 in this run and just been like, fuck this, I don't care about this run anymore, I don't want to play, and just reset. It's happened hundreds of times before. But in a live setting like this, I decided, okay, I'm not going to reset because I know this run is probably still good. And then I end up getting world record because of it. And that's what I mean by the mental game. That's just a small part of the mental game. Because at this point, when we're so good at the game that we know how to do everything, actual speedrunning is 90% mental. It's all mental. It's all about how we approach runs, how we treat the runs that we're running, that we're doing, and how much we decide to care about the runs that we're having. Once all those things work together, then all we have to do is rely on muscle memory and just play the game. It's just about playing the game, dude. Play the game and enjoy and finish runs, and you never know what's gonna happen. You could turn a bad run around and get a world record. You can make a good run, not so good, but still get a world record. It's all mental at this point. So basically, finish more runs. That's all. Yeah, basically. Hey Aqua, what's up, babe? Nice to see you. I love you so much. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that backup. Look at my face. I was dead on. Serious. I was like, nope. I'm not dying.
Oh God!
I'm not dying. Surai, thank you for the 5 gifted sub. Oh my god.
Oh God!
Thank you so much for that, babe.
Oh God!
All together, guys.
Oh God!
One more. Oh god. All right. Yeah, that's a common mistake. Well, it's not a common mistake, but you have to. That is a backup that you have to know. Because that invis wall on the volcano star can happen, and you always have to be prepared for it. And thank God I was prepared for it, so I didn't die. I still cannot believe the amount of mistakes in this run, though. Like, we clearly saw how many mistakes that we've made in basement and lobby. Look at that, I missed a coin there too. Wow, do I meditate? No, I wish I did. Simply meditates. I wish I would do it like he did. Hi Marafan, what's up, babe? How are you? Am I gonna go back to rando? Not right now. I still want to do 120 star. I'm thinking about going back to 70 star and getting back the world record in 70 star. Maybe sub 47. So I got a 41 flat LLL, which is not bad at all. It's still more than good enough pace. I was very surprised that I got a 41 flat because this run was pretty garbo overall, I think. So many mistakes. Hello, cock inside cheese. How are you, honey bunchkins? Oh, do I wish that was true? Alright, I hate this star with a passion. Alright, you know what? While the star happens, because I hate it so much, I am gonna go and get a coffee that I forgot I made. So I'll be back in 1 minute. Enjoy Vanish Cap while I get my coffee, okay? Hi. Is this a run that I messed up? I did, didn't I? This run sucks, guys. I messed up Vanish Cap, and I messed up CCM slides, too. Look at the amount of mistakes I'm making, guys. Like, what's going on here? Can I get some Ches cafes in chat, please? Mmm. Yummy. What's up, Fuzzy? Dude, look how bad this run is! I keep saying that, but it was not a bad run. It's pretty bad. What I saw doing the Two Dads podcast? I've been thinking about bringing back the Two Dads podcast. I need to talk simply about it. But if I bring it back, I want to make it more of like a talk show rather than a podcast. Meaning like just real talk. Like just me and Simply just talking about pretty much anything that is worth talking about in the gaming community or anything. Yeah, well, yeah, it's more like a podcast actually when you put it when I put it that way. I want to make it kind of like how, you know, like the Howard Stern show. I really like the Howard Stern show because Howard Stern, the way he does his show, it's very, very real talk. It's very natural. He would just bring up like anything. He would just like let the conversation flow. That's what I wanted to be like. I wanted to just let it flow. Just talk about anything instead of having like planned questions and a lot of the questions being boring. Like, where did you come from? When did you start speed running? You know, like kind of like generic things. I don't want it to be like that. Simply welcome back to the fridge, bitch. Simp, I was just talking about you and I starting back the Two Dads podcast and making it more like a Joe Rogan show, I guess, where we just keep it like real talk about whatever, like impromptu. This coffee is so good. Oh my god, I made the best coffee. All right, so this run sucks so far. Moral of the story. Shout out to Simply for being the best friend I could ever ask for. And being so loving and caring. And always asking me during the weekend, babe, have you slept well yet? Did you sleep yet? Is everything okay? He was so sweet. We need some Chaz Blast for Simply. So the reason why I stick my head out there like a pigeon is I need to listen to the penguin, because actually there were 2 runs in this event. Liam and Paracusia both lost runs in CCM 100 because the penguin pushed them off the edge when they grabbed the 100 coin star. So you have to listen out for the penguin there, because you don't want the penguin to finish the race after you grab the 100 coin star, because he would push you off the slide. So the reason why I stick up my head is because I need to listen to where the penguin is to make sure I'm not fuck it up. Dude, pigeons just like, I love it. When I was younger, in my primary school, I used to go outside and just look at the pigeons during recess, because I just used to watch pigeons bop their head forward for like 10 minutes, and that was my recess time. I was a little bit weird. Don't at me. What about your family watching you play? Oh yeah. So it was really awesome that my aunt and her daughters were actually watching this run live. Like, it just so happened that when they tuned in, it was during this run, and they actually watched my world record live, and then they showed me a video of them watching the ending, and it almost made me cry. It was so beautiful. Why is all signs not included in the world record command? That's a good one. I blame Simply for this meme. Alright, so my CCM time was 47.50. 47.50 is a pretty good CCM time, despite the run just not being great at all. I mean, look, this happened to me too, dude. So that's supposed to be a rare occasion, but it happened to me a lot on the weekend. The boo is not supposed to actually move towards you. It's supposed to stay. So it basically messed up my entire setup and lost me like 3 or 4 seconds. So that was an immediate time loss in BBH as well. Does collecting coins on the non-reds /100 cost you time? Oh, no. Only if you collect more than like 60 coins, which never happens anyway, so. Just a classic BBH. Dude, the Liam Kings meme with the classic BBH is probably my favorite meme, or was, for that entire weekend. I think I only got it once, Sago, for the entire time. Yeah, Liam's following is literally just a cult. That's what it is. Oh, I wanted to mention, I wanted to ask you guys actually, do you guys like the layout setup from this video? Oh, more bad RNG again, of course. My BB-8 was really bad too, because I just got screwed everywhere. Do you guys like the layouts where the splits are on the bottom and horizontal? I really like the horizontal splits on the bottom because it actually takes up a lot less space. Instead of using the whole left side for splits, I could just use the bottom for splits and I could have more stuff on my stream layout. So what I could do is I could have 2 cameras. I could have a face cam and maybe a hand cam or just a camera saved for like the piano. So I won't have to switch the piano every time. I won't have to switch the camera every time I want to play piano or something. Or something. I could just have much more space. I could have like donation stuff, my sellout shit. I could have ass cam, of course. I know you guys really want that. What about adding controller with button presses? Input display. I mean, ideally, that's what I need to get, yes. I really need to invest in that. I need to get input display. I need to get the new HD setup. I just need to invest in a lot of things. Especially from getting this prize money, I need to invest in some good stuff. I'm kind of fed up of my old setup. I want just a refresh of everything. You know what I'm thinking of getting? There are these stand-up tables that the CLG guys, like when I went to the CLG event last year, the entire CLG office all had these like stand-up tables where the table itself is like a normal desk, but they have a lever on the side where you actually press and the table rises up or lowers down however much you want. So you can either, it's called like a stand-up desk, you could use it to stand or sit down. And they're amazing. They're very expensive though. They're like $1,500. But with the prize money, it's probably a good investment because my table kind of sucks. My desk is like an old IKEA desk that's like falling apart. So my biggest annoyance at this event, dude. Oh yeah, I forgot this happened. I couldn't ground pound the damn star. What's up, Jaro? Dude, it's so worth it, isn't it? I think it's a good investment. Of course, I'm gonna get I want to get the monitor HD setup that we had. You can get a sit stand desk for as low as 500. Okay. Okay, cool. Sounds good. I was playing on monitor. I enjoyed it. At first, it was weird, but we got used to it very quickly. I think everyone actually enjoyed it, using it. I think I'm actually gonna get it. Right, so... oh my god, Dryzel with the 10 gifted. Thank you so much for the 10 subs, babe.
God.
Holy shite hole. Thank you so much.
Oh God. Oh God.
I think I need to take off the...
Oh God.
Wait, what? Why is it like missing on top?
God.
Why is it cut off on the bottom? It's not supposed to be like that. Wait, 1 second.
Oh God.
That's weird. Okay. Alright. So, my only... did I have... Okay, the question was, did I have any pet peeves about this event? I don't know what I was doing there. I don't know why I jump dived. This BBH was just bad overall. Like, another bad stage. I made a mistake in Vanish Cap. I made numerous mistakes in CCM. I had a bad BBH. This whole run was very mediocre. Now, after BBH is when this run started getting a little bit insane. So stay tuned, because after BBH is when this run actually started becoming very clutch and very good. Did I have any pet peeves about this event? I don't think so, man. I don't think there was anything about this event that I didn't enjoy. Or that I was annoyed about. The setup was perfect. I really enjoyed it. I loved playing next to everybody. We had everything that we could have asked for. I can't think of anything that annoyed me. The only thing I could think of is the fact that players who don't like playing with headphones did not really have a good way to get game sound. So like, I don't play with headphones, so I didn't use the headphones to listen to game sound. And it was really hard to hear the game sound sometimes because what I did was I just put the headphones close to me. I could barely hear the game. But like basically during this run, I barely heard the game sound. Like I couldn't even really hear Mario swimming. I mostly just swam off a muscle memory and was able to pull it off fine. Oh my god, I messed this up too. Okay, that was not a big mistake. But the rest of this DDD 100 I think was beautiful. But basically from this point on is when I started playing like a god, and this run started becoming very good. And the funny thing about runs in general in 120 star is that 80% of runs I could say that reach DDD 100 are lost in DDD 100. So like there's been so many god runs that people have gotten in 120 star that are lost in either DDD 100 or Fire Sea. And from this point on, I started playing so good, and this is what really made the run really good, was because I played so good here. But let's just watch. Poggers. I can't believe I do that strat still. It's so hard. I played it safe here. I decided to do the long jump instead of the slide. Only loses like 0.5 seconds. That was so fast. And of course, that clutch as well. The guy who offered me a protein bar. No, that was whatever. Look at the time save. Minus 48. That just goes to show how good my upstairs was in my 139.21. So you're probably thinking, what was the first thought in my head after I split in DDD 100? The first thing I thought was, holy shit, I'm gonna have to play up to speed with my upstairs. So I started getting nervous, not the fact that the run was good, but the fact that I had to play really good from now on to keep up with that time. Because I knew that pretty much the whole run after this was really good. On the 139.21 splits, so I just had to keep up. So I was starting to get a little bit nervous because of that. This is the point where I basically realized, okay, this run has potential. We need to focus now. You could even see that I'm more focused now. Like my mouth isn't open anymore. I don't look like a dumb idiot. I'm actually serious now. My mouth is closed, which is when you know that I'm serious. Are you going ESA summer? Probably. My mouth is, yeah, relatively closed. I had a lot of allergies because I was sick, so that's my Johns. I can't remember how my Fire Sea went, but I'm guessing it went well. When was the last 120 star route? We've been doing the same route since Siglemic days, since like 2011, 2012. Sig doesn't really run right now, no. Wow, that was so close. I barely... I almost hit the lava there. Pretty good. I remember hearing the commentators react to that, like, holy shit, this run's so good. And I almost was like, please shut up, I'm trying to focus, but I didn't really get distracted, thankfully. What's up, Limcube? How are you, babe? No, the routing in this game is very straightforward. What actually changes is the routes of the stars themselves. That's what actually changes. Because the actual routing of castle movement in this game is very straightforward. It's just a castle. You just go to stage. You just go into stage to stage. The routing doesn't really change. The only thing that actually changes is the actual stars. Yeah, it was my choice to have the headphones off, so I had to decide that I'm going to get distracted by commentating, and it didn't distract me, so if anything, it probably made me get more adrenaline, so it's fine. I way prefer playing without headphones, even with noise around me. Yeah, it probably helped, Fuzzy. So at this point, I knew that this run was going to be a low 103 up if I didn't mess up. So I think at this point, I was just thinking, all right. I was just thinking about upstairs. I wasn't even thinking about DDD anymore. I was just thinking, what do we have to do in upstairs? Where are my time saves? And just trying to keep calm. Like, okay, this is going to be a 103, a low 103 up. I could lose this much time and still get world record, blah, blah, blah. Just common thoughts that happen. I always enjoy Fuzziness's commentary. I agree. I think Fuzziness gets a lot of, well, not a lot, but sometimes he gets criticism. The criticism that Fuzzy gets from his commentary is usually always based off of wrong information. Fuzzy a lot of the times gives a lot of wrong information about certain time saves or something like that. And people get triggered by that. But it's just a learning process. Like, Fuzziness has commentated so many speed games. He's done so much games. Like, he's not just a Mario 64 guy. So, like, you know, he can't know everything about every game. So he's gonna have mistakes. It's not a big deal. So he did a great job. Yeah, Bowie is another example. Bowie did not know much about Mario 64 coming into this event. And he learned really fast. Like, Bowie did such a good job in learning and adapting so quickly. And when he was commentating, I would not have guessed that he didn't know about Mario, because he was able to get every abbreviation correctly. I think the only abbreviation that Bowie did not get correct and made me laugh when he was saying the back long jump instead of backwards long jump. At first I was like, what does he say? Oh, he's trying to say BLJ. And I think Simply chuckled a bit and he was like, yeah, he said back long jump. And I'm like, yeah. But I think that's the only mistake I heard Bowie make. What's up, Cheating Games? My cousins in chat, Cheating Games. Shoutouts to Cheating Games. Can we have... Telemundo! Can we have a little bit of a Ches thick for Cheating Games? Alright, so we went up at 103.17. It's funny because I also had a very big time save in Witcher World. And I knew that too. I remember thinking at this point that I remember hearing the commentators saying, like, holy shit, this run is amazing. And when they said that, I thought, it's funny because I could save like 20 seconds in Witcher World. And hopefully I can do that, and then everyone's gonna freak out even more. Because I knew very well, all I was thinking during this Witcher World was like, I could save 15 seconds, I could save 20 seconds, I could save a bunch of time. And I was just hoping to not get too freaked out about it. Which I didn't, so thankfully. Bowie was the guy wearing the bandana, yes. He used to work with Nintendo UK, along with Fuzziness actually. And he does like a lot of casting jobs stuff. He's been in the casting world for quite a while. That's why he sounded so professional. Yeah, he's a Smash commentator as well. Were you nervy here? Yeah. It's typical to be a little bit nervous. I wasn't as nervous as I would be at home though. I don't know what it was, but I did not feel as pressured here than I usually feel at home, I think. I don't know why either. I think it was just the adrenaline. I think it was the excitement about running at a live event. But I felt pretty comfortable at this point. I also think it's because I'm so used to losing runs on 138 pace that I just get less nervous overall. Because at this point, I'm so used to it. It didn't bother me as much as usual. I was too tired to think about being nervous. Yeah. The best upstairs RTA, I think, is a 3510 or something by Paracusia, funny enough. But the best upstairs in Astral Run was the one I achieved in my 139.21 at this live event, which is what I was running against on this video. Which is funny because I lost like 20 seconds. I lost like 20 seconds in Wedge Eye World in the 139.21, and I still got the best ever upstairs by quite a bit. It's even crazier to think about. As you're gonna see as soon as I finish. I love that. That side flip wall kick is one of my favorite movements in the whole game. Yeah. No, we were supposed to bring our own controller. Of course. Are you kidding me? People would never, ever make players use a certain controller for especially for a competitive event. Never. The player would just laugh at them and be like, fuck off. No, of course. The number one most important thing, and organizers know this, is that we have to use our own controllers. Of course. We brought our own consoles, our own game, and our own controllers. Everything else, they provided. The capture cards, the auto splitter, everything, which was very, very professional. Who's BTR? Come on. Is this a new meme now? Who's BTR? The event was called BTR. Break the Record Live. As you can see on the screen, that's what BTR was. It was the name of the event. It was not a person. Or Big Time Rush, yeah. How to keep your console safe for the flight? Just put it in my suitcase under my clothes and hope for the best. Nintendo 64s are pretty durable, I would think. Of course, Nissa. Alright, so we're gonna see the stupid time save. It was funny because at this point I was thinking the commentators are gonna freak out now because I'm about to save a bunch of time again. Look at my face. You could see in my face that I was kind of thinking like, damn. All I thought after this retro was just, damn. I was like, shit, dude. Okay. Minus 1 minute, man. Of course it can, numbers. Can you show me your controller? I'm looking for a new controller. This was what I used to get this world record. This baby right here. The Hori mini pad, Snow White. I also used the other one. Actually, I'm gonna show you guys right now. So this is the controller that I use for most of the game. This is a controller that I use for 2 stars in the game. Oh, look at this. Look at this mess up that I had. Look at this, dude. Look at that. I laughed it off. I laughed it off because I knew at that point I cannot get mad over this because I just have to keep going. If I get mad over this, I'm gonna lose the run. I was just like, okay, fuck it, just keep going. Just do backup strats. So that was about 10 to 15 seconds loss, easily. And then I realized I don't have enough coins. So I had to get this pole, which is about 4 seconds more lost. And at this point I was just like, alright, just forget about THI. Just don't make any more mistakes and I'm good. Luckily the RNG here was really good. This RNG was amazing, so I got saved. Okay, so this is a controller that I use for most of the game, but for this controller I actually use for 2 of the stars in the whole game. Those 2 stars are the SSL boss star, the hand star in SSL, aka topless, and vanish cap. So you probably saw it in this run where I reached over and switched controllers for those 2 stars. I use this controller for those 2 stars because this controller has different notches. It has different angles. And when I practiced a lot, I realized that topless is a lot easier to do with this controller. And also vanish cap is a lot easier to do. So I actually use this controller for those 2 stars, but I use this controller for the rest of the game. But geez, isn't that cheating? You can switch controllers? No, it's not cheating, because I'm still using an original controller. Also, players who use OG Entity 4 controllers switch to Hori for Bowser throws anyway, so. Yeah, of course. So no extra controller for spinning? No, I already use the Hori, and the Hori's is what is good for throws, so I don't need... People switch to Hori controllers to do Bowser throws, and I already use a Hori for the whole run, so I don't need to switch. I just use my Hori for Bowser throws. Some people think it sounds weird that you'd be able to use 2 controllers, but yeah, no, it's not. Of course, you could use that with anything you want, QSim. People usually use steel sticks for throws. Some people still use Horis. Like, I know Liam and Punke use Horis for Bowser throws. I'm pretty sure Simply just uses a steel stick. When do you find time to switch? As soon as I grab a star. Like, every time you grab a star, you have about 15 seconds, or like 10 seconds. Yeah, you have like 7 to 10 seconds to switch controllers. So I just do it really quick. Did he? Moistened? Oh, I messed up the star too. Did I build a controller switcher? No. No, I literally just have the controllers like close to each other and I just unplug and plug in the other one real quick. Just OG. No, my console has never crashed when I switch controllers, thank God. Just have to be careful. It hasn't happened yet, so... If you hire someone to switch controllers, is it still valid? Can you imagine that? Dude, where's cheating games? I'm gonna make that my cousin's job. Just stay under the table for the entire stream, and his only job is just switch controllers. $10 an hour. How does that sound? Your speech at the end of ESA made me think you were going to retire. Okay, well, I'm not. Okay, so I lost a lot of time here, as you could see. My only thought here was, it's done. We just have to focus from now on. I'll stay under the table for free. Alrighty. Yummy bat.
Here we go!
138.17 pace, out of which I rolled. Really? So right now it would have been like 138.30. Well, you have to remember that my best splits were not my actual best splits. They were just best splits of the event too. So it's not completely accurate. So it probably would have been more like 138.15 at this point after THI. I didn't hear anyone talk about it at all. ESA, why did they not count your 138.51? Because it's unverified. They went based off of the verified runs on speedrun.com, which is why 139.05 by Punkay was the gold world record to beat. Which is why this is now considered the new verified world record, which I prefer because I'm tired of having an unverified world record in the first place. As much as I said it didn't really matter too much, for the sake of official purposes, I just thought, well, it just makes more sense to make this run the verified new world record. And also the fact that it was achieved at a live event, I thought it's just so fucking cool. Like, why not? It's to be just ideal. I think I got one real gold split, which was... Which one was it? Ooh, I can't remember. I think it was one of the early stages that I got an actual real gold on, I believe. I can't remember which one it was. No, not bits. The bits goal I got was a 215 because I messed. One of the throws were really slow. I can't remember what it was. The fucked up thing was my goal TTM was like a 510 at the event, which is really bad. My actual goal is a 502. So I didn't even get good TTMs on these god runs. I lost a lot of time to my actual gold. I can't remember what my gold was. The goal was I can't remember. Can't remember for shit. I think it was CCM. Maybe CCM. Why not? I don't do breezeless. Shitty trick. Too hard. Thank you, Headland. Can you add the splits, not including the goals from the event to your home splits? I think that's a pretty good idea. What Federer said. I like that idea. Making like brand new splits. Actually, I don't know if Planks is still here, but I think Planks could possibly just send me the BTR splits with the goals and everything. Because he probably has them saved. Maybe on splits.io or something. Ooh, yeah, so that'll be really cool if I can get that. Oh, yeah, Planks, that'll be sick. Okay, so Planks with the clutch, he could just send me the splits. That'll be cool. What about the run where you were like 137 best possible time? That was almost the best pace ever. I think it was the best pace ever leaving THI, but I lost a lot of time in TTM and some in SL too. And it was not the best pace ever after that, but it was close. The splits are on your run on speedrun.com. Yeah, well, it's the one I'm watching right now, Jacob. Does speedrun.com have splits as well? Like just splits? Thank you, Hey City. What's up, babe? I appreciate it. That was clutch, that grab. Sub 120 TTM is pretty godlike. Like, look at this split. I lost 4 seconds to gold, but my goal was like a 510, which means I was like a 514. Which is not a good TTM. I lost a lot of time in THI and quite a bit in TTM too. Thank you, Nerd Central. Appreciate it. I think the SL was pretty good, wasn't it? It was not bad. Well, we'll see now. Thank you, Liquid. Appreciate that. The previous verified world record was 139.05. Such a stupid mistake. Did you see my face? Like, what? That was about a 2-second mistake. Did I have chat open during the run? Yes, I did. I always had chat open on the second monitor. Like, just in the corner. Sometimes I would glance to see what people were saying. But I checked the chat. I looked at the chat quite a few times, I think, during this run. Okay, like you see, when I look to the side like that, like right now, like me looking to the right or to the left rather, that's me reading the chat. Like right now, I was just reading the chat. Every time you see me look to the left, that's when I'm reading the chat. I'm just so used to it that it's like natural. Yeah, it's. I mean, I'd rather have chat available if I'm doing a run at an event or something like this. It's like a soothing mechanism, I think. I like it. It feels weird when you're talking and you can't see reactions to what you say. It's a weird. I guess you could say medium of interaction. Like if I'm talking. Even though I know that there's a bunch of viewers watching, I want to see people react to what I say, at least. Even if I can't even answer what people are saying in chat, just to see them reacting to what I say, I think is kind of important. What do I think about Swiss people? I don't know. I've never been to Switzerland. I would love to go. Are those the splits, Jacob? Can you DM me on Discord, please, Jacob? That link. I'll open it when I'm done. I think the RNG, yeah, the RNG here was pretty good. Yeah, this was pretty good. Really nice. You just have to get Vanish Cap again, Techno. Not Techno, Flaming. Whoa, how much money did you pay for the Hori, Hey City? Did you pay $6 for a Hori controller and expect it to work? Is that what I'm reading right now? Oh, I messed this up. I remember messing this up, actually. That was a dumb mistake. Did you really buy a $6 Hori, Hey City, and think that it would work? I spend almost $100 in my Horis because I buy like new condition Horis that I know 100% will work. The general rule, in my opinion, with Horis is that you want to buy an expensive Hori that has good pictures of it, because 99% of the time, if you buy a Hori that is in good condition for around $90, it will last you for years and years and years. Always buy a good Hori because it would last you forever. If you buy a Hori for like $50, there's a good chance that the joystick sucks or there's a button not working properly. The Hori was like $110 US. Oh. Seller refunded. Oh, that makes sense. That's bad then. You got very unlucky. If you paid that much for a Hori and it didn't work, that sucks. Okay, so a little bit of what's the word? insight, I guess. I can't think of the fucking word. My SL time was 1:24:23. Fun fact, the best ever SL split time is actually a 1:24 flat. So the best run that's ever been achieved at this point was 23 seconds faster than this run, believe it or not. And that SL time has been achieved by two people. There have been two people who've both achieved 1:24 flat SL times. And those two people are Cheese, myself, and Simply. Simply, funny enough. Simply and I have both achieved 1:24 flats. And funny enough as well, both of those runs that got 1:24 flat SL times ended up getting the exact same PB time, which is 1:39:19. My 1:39:19 world record from 2 years ago had a 1:24 flat SL time. Simply's current PB of 1:39:19 as well also had a 1:24 flat SL time. That is some insane statistics. We both had tippy meltdowns, yes. Alright, here we are in TTC. I messed up this star really bad. Of course, this star is hard. I lost about 7 seconds there. You would actually see me getting kind of frustrated in TTC. I was starting to get a little bit frustrated after I made a lot of mistakes. I was getting scared, like I started to freak out because I knew how good this tippy was. This tippy was the best ever tippy in history. And I was kind of freaking out because of that. I was like, I need to keep up with this tippy or else I can't even think about getting 138. And I messed up TTC kind of bad in this run. And I was starting to get scared, and I knew if I don't get a perfect rainbow ride and ending, I'm not gonna get 138. Or really good. What stars are the biggest worries? The next star I'm about to do, TTC 100, and well, a lot more. Quite a few more. For a marathon run, Thor, I don't really know. Like marathon runs, I don't really care too much about how I perform. I just want to have fun with it. Tippy is, yes. Yes, Zosty. Hi, Zosty. How are you doing, man? Tippy is everything on the tippy top. So cloud stage included. Here was a little bit weird, I think. No, never mind. I got a first frame wall kick here. That was pretty clutch. I'm gonna be buying a whole new stream setup, Bird, probably. Like a table, capture cards, monitor. I got annoyed at that box mistake because it was just unnecessary time loss. Robin, thanks for the 250 tits, babe. Oops, sorry. The ending was good, thankfully. That ending is pretty difficult. Because Batora's not playing the game right now, numbers, so it doesn't make sense to invite someone that's not playing. Will you use the green screen? Wait, is a green screen part of one of the rewards I got? I didn't even know that. If I'm getting a green screen, then yeah, that'll be pretty sick. Ooh, I messed this up. Yeah, you can see me getting kind of annoyed. This is when I started officially getting nervous. I was like, okay, I cannot make much mistakes anymore. And I started getting a little bit doubtful here and scared. This is, I'm even getting nervous right now thinking about it. Because I felt myself getting nervous at this point. Yeah, possibly vanilla. Sounds good, Thor. Yeah, I lost quite a bit of time here. I remember hearing Planks and Edenal at this point, watching the stream. After I left TGC, everyone was like, ooh. Everyone just had like a moment where they were just like, ooh. As soon as I had the TGC split. Because they saw the -29 and my 139.21, and they were like, oh shit. He has 8 seconds to spare for 138. And I was just like, oh god. Did he have sound this run? I was just listening out through the headphones that were in front of me. I barely had sound, but it was enough. I don't really need a lot of sound. Once I could barely hear the game, I'm fine. So of course, I did not do the triple jump dive clip here because I'm not gonna lose a run without. Thanks for 300 tits, nerdy. Yeah, of course I noticed what my time was. I knew like what pace I was on and everything. I was just trying to remain calm though. Oh yeah, Fuzzy. Biggest bad habit when you get nervous? I don't know. I can't really think of anything. Yeah, so at this point, it was either I had a near perfect rainbow ride or I'm not getting 138. Well, not only that, it's either I get a near perfect rainbow ride and have a perfect Bowser in the sky and not miss any Bowser throws, or I'm not getting 138. And that's exactly what I was thinking right now, where you could see me. I was like meditating. I just closed my eyes and I thought exactly that. I remember thinking to myself at this point, whatever happens, first of all, whatever happens, it's gonna be okay. And then I was thinking, I need to have a good rainbow ride. I need to not miss throws. Just trust in your gameplay. Trust in your meditation. And that's... not in meditation. Trust in your muscle memory. And that's all I need to worry about. That's all I was thinking about. The level of mental control that I needed for these last 7 odd minutes was by far the most crazy and most difficult mental control I had to adapt to and contain. Like, I have lost probably close to 100 runs in the last 5 years in Tippy on PB pace. I have lost like 30 world record pace runs in Tippy and Bowser in the Sky in the past like 4 years. And I have never ever felt this level of mental stress in a run before. And it makes sense because this run was done at I was at a live event, people were watching, all the players were just standing up, watching in front of me. I've never felt so stressed out mentally in this run as I felt in this run at this point. I still do not know how I was able to contain myself and pull it off. I do not know how I was able to do that. But I did. I made a mistake here. I was supposed to double jump. This cannon shot was insane. Look at this cannon shot. What the fuck, dude? I don't know why I did that. But I don't know why I did that.
Congrats, babe, you're as amazing as those white pants look on you.
Thank you for the donation, babe. Appreciate it. I did that cannon shot. I just knew it was gonna work. I do not know how I was able to contain myself here. Every time I did a star, I was just freaking out more and more. I was... just thinking about it now, I'm getting nervous. I think my reaction was so strong too, because it was like me releasing all of that mental stress for like the past 10 minutes. I just could not. This is another mistake. That was a very small mistake though. Good backup. Apart from those 2 mistakes, I think my rainbow ride was pretty flawless. I still knew at this point that 138 was possible. And that's why I was freaking out even more. I was like, shit. Any mistake and it's over. Do you like dancing with dolphins in the desert? Of course. It's my favorite pastime. I thought that wasn't gonna work for a second. I got scared. Funny to think that if I was 1 pixel more to the left on that long jump, I would not have made it. That was the last pixel on the left. What's up, Easy Skate? You're amazing, babe. I'm glad you witnessed this live. I couldn't think of a better way to end the bounty. This record was on Saturday, Stress. 3 days ago. Reds, this red coin star freaked me out because this star is not easy. And 1 mistake on this star could lose a lot of time. And after I finished the star, I was so relieved. I was like, holy shit. Okay, I did Rainbow Ride Reds. And then I was like, oh god, I have to do the final Rainbow Ride star, which is supposed to be an easy star, but I'm gonna die if I mess it up. This star was actually one of the scariest because I knew it's the last star and I can't mess it up. After I got this, I was like, fuck, dude. I could feel the nerves right now, too. Oh, I was freaking out here. I was freaking out. I was like... It's all or nothing, dude. I remember screaming in my own head. I was just screaming in my own head, telling myself, it's all or nothing, dude. Fuck it. Just go. All I was thinking about in Bowser in the Sky was the triple jump dive. Please don't fail the triple jump dive. I got this coin, I was like, okay, good. And then at this point I was like, just please do not fail this. Please. Oh, and when I got this, I was like, okay. It should be free sailing from this point. That happened, but I was like, no, it's fine. No big deal. I went for the speed kick because I'm a fucking legend. I'm so nervous just watching this, man. I can't believe that I pulled this off, man. It almost feels like it hasn't happened and I have to like redo it every time I watch it. I had to be composed. I had no choice. I had the most insane mental control. I've never felt so much mental control before. I don't know how I did it. I still don't know how I did it. This is it, dude. Fuck. I'm so nervous watching this. This is it, man. Just don't miss a fucking throw. These are $10,000 throws, man. Literally, these are $10,000 throws. If I miss a throw, I lose $10,000. 1. And I was like, fuck, dude. 2. At this point, I was like, oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Thank you, Jero. That's how it felt, dude. That was it. And then Noisy was hugging me. Noisy was the first person to like come over and give me a hug. I wish you were there, Pity. That would have been so cool. Wow. Shut up, CS Money. Crazy. How was it a 10k run? So there was a $5,000 extra prize for if anyone beat the world record live at the event, which of course I did, along with the $5,000 from the bounty from EasyScape, which was the first person to get a 138 again, which also happened at the same time. So that's why, yeah. The unverified run, yes. How verified do I feel? I feel like a fucking 100, dude. Well, that's it. That is the new verified world record. Plus the 2.5k first prize, yeah. What did I do afterwards? Well, I went on commentary for a bit and I talked about my experience and I just... What did I do after that? That was a $5,000 donation from chat complaining about the verified run. You should be... I'm confused, but okay. Okay, so to summarize everything in a nutshell, so it's embarrassing to say this, but the day after this happened, on the last day of runs, when I was feeling really sick and I couldn't sleep, I remember calling my aunt that I live with here, and she was trying to tell me to relax and everything is going to be okay. And then after that, I called my mom, and when my mom answered the phone, I immediately started crying. Like, I was crying a bunch. I was like crying like a baby. Like, I couldn't keep it in. There was a lot of emotions going on. I was feeling overwhelmed. And my mom was just telling me, like, everything is gonna be okay. I wish I was there with you. Please just relax. Everything is gonna be okay. I'm so proud of you, blah, blah, blah. And I remember telling my mom that the past 5 years of speedrunning and streaming on Twitch felt like it all led to this moment. Like, it just felt like the past 5 years of working on this game led to this moment, getting a new verified world record at a live event. A time and place that everyone thought it was impossible to achieve a new world record. I actually pulled it off. And actually, not only that, but I actually was able to get the full prize pool that was available. Like, guys, imagine how it felt knowing that if I miss one Bowser throw, I'm going to lose $10,000. Imagine doing perfect Bowser throws for $10,000. Like, you can't imagine what was going through my head, man. It was the most insane feeling I've ever felt. And I just cannot believe I still got it. I cannot believe it, dude. God. Crazy. When is Ches verified? I'm going to be making a Ches verified emote. That's for sure. That is a new emote confirmed. I'm also getting merch soon, finally. It looks like Stream Elements is coming out with merch, so hopefully soon. And of course, the first merch that I will be coming out with, verified in brackets, of course, 130 and 138.54 on the bottom.
Thank you so much for playing my game.
The first Chaz shirt that is coming out, bracket verified bracket, 138.54 on the bottom.
Oh, God.
Stay tuned, it's gonna happen. Nick Riddle, thank you for the sub. Welcome to the fridge, babe. And with that, that is it for the reaction to the new world record.